World Vision Child Sponsorship connects children and sponsors together with their families and communities to improve and sustain the well-being of children. Through our revitalization efforts, World Vision is moving towards a new generation of sponsorship that is more engaging, effective, and efficient. Sponsorship in programming is about how sponsorship contributes to the well-being of children as part of our development programming approach with partners. This means more impact in the lives of children, especially the most vulnerable. Communities embrace sponsorship to enable children's participation and voice, as well as community-led care and protection. Sponsorship is integrated in design, monitoring, and evaluation processes, as well as in program staff roles. It lays a solid foundation for Sponsorship 2.0, improving our sponsor experience. With a focus on these essentials, sponsorship in programming transforms our contribution to communities. Sponsorship activities are repurposed to promote and strengthen these efforts. In this way, sponsorship's contribution goes far beyond funding our development programs. A set of simple continuums help frontline staff map their current practice and make adjustments towards desired practice. Let's have a look at how one ADP is making the transition towards including children and their voices. Here we are at our first ADP, where staff are focused on meeting sponsorship standards. They are busy taking photos and videos, but children don't seem to be having a lot of fun. If we view sponsorship as a set of correspondence deadlines and standards, we risk losing our focus on children in the activity. Sponsorship is not just about extracting outputs. It's about the process that children are going through in their own journey of development. The same sponsorship activities can be fun, meaningful, promote participation, and build local capacity. Let's revisit the same ADP and find out what they've learned from reflecting on this continuum. We can see that this water sanitation activity is also a sponsorship activity. It's clear that children are learning valuable life skills. We have noticed that when children communicate what they've learned, sponsors can feel the difference. So sponsorship in programming tools have helped local staff here focus sponsorship activities on children's participation. When we repurpose sponsorship activities, children benefit. It's more efficient and cost-effective. Children share their excitement and learning with sponsors. Sponsorship in programming also repurposes sponsorship monitoring as a way for communities to strengthen the care and protection of their children. In the past, monitoring of children was viewed as World Vision's role, and volunteers reported to us about the needs of children. Now, sponsorship monitoring is part of community-wide efforts to care for and protect their children. Volunteers report to local actors, and World Vision supports community efforts. Let's look at an ADP where this is happening. Local partners are discussing what they've learned from monitoring children and how they will respond. All of the registered children are monitored as part of community-wide efforts. The ADP has all the information they need to report to sponsors with a minimum of fuss. Importantly, this process is strengthening community capacity to care for and protect their children. Sponsorship in programming transforms sponsorship's contribution to communities by focusing on these essentials. So how can sponsorship in programming enhance the effectiveness of National Office strategies for child well-being? This year, 2 sponsorship in programming change processes are being implemented at the national level. These are sponsorship as assets for children, which includes immediate changes in ongoing ADPs that don't require redesign, and phased implementation of sponsorship in programming beginning with 1 to 2 application learning ADPs and scale up through design or redesign. Learn more about sponsorship in programming by visiting the Child Sponsorship site on WV Central. Join the journey of creating sponsorship for a new generation.